All my people, can I get a hello? Hey yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hello Effect Podcast with me, your host Seek, aka Mr. Hello. And before I get into who my special guest is, I want to say shout out to everybody that been following, subscribing, you know what I mean? And most importantly, supporting. And if you're an artist that want to be seen and heard, make sure you slide in my DM or hit the email. It's the Hello Effect Podcast at gmail.com. And without further ado, I'm going to allow my guest to introduce herself. Let the people know your name, where you from, and what is it that you do.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Shea Barz. I'm from Hollis, Queens, New York, and I'm a lyricist
Oh, that's
and
what's
an
up.
actress.
Oh, I like the lyricist part. You know what I mean? Because usually people say I'm a rapper, artist, so you're a lyricist. So you talking that talk, like, you know what I mean? You giving substance. You ain't just spitting them candy raps.
Substance is everything.
All right, before we get into the fun part about the interview, let's try to get some background. Like, let the people know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Hollis, Queens. Obviously, we know Run DMC, right?
Right.
LL Cool J, right?
Right.
Okay, so other than that, if people really don't know who their life is, we really don't know what it's like growing up in Hollis, Queens. So this, give them a little brief description. What was it like for you growing up in Hollis, Queens, rather?
It was a lot of culture. Queens is, a lot of people would say, the home of the spitters. So hip hop is very dominant in Queens. All in New York City, but Queens is like, you know, if you know how to rap, most people say, oh, where you come from, Queens? So, you know, music was all around me growing up. It's a lot of culture in Queens, you know, just like anything else. Hollis is the hood. But, it's just like anything else. Hollis is the hood.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it's a lot of community, and it was a lot of musical influence. Like, the soundtrack of my life is music. And so if you put on any of those people you mentioned, whether it's 50, LL, Run DMC, you can just like almost smell the essence of Queens. That's Queens.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna be honest with you, and no disrespect, because I'm not from New York. Obviously, I'm from New Jersey. But you said that when people be like, "Oh, the home of the spitters," they think of Queens out of New York. Or you just saying in general?
I think in general.
Okay, because I never heard that. You know what I mean? But that's what's up though, because it is some spitters over there.
Yeah.
Now I think if I'm not from New York, I think of obviously Brooklyn. You know what I mean? You know why? Because of Jay-Z and
Right.
and obviously, but
Right.
we're not gonna take away from Queens. So
You can't take away from Queens. Let's correct that.
yeah,
You can't take away from
shout out to Queens. Shout out to Queens. My fault. All right, so you say it's the home of the spitters. So how do you get involved with music? Was it the people I named, or was it like from like family? You had somebody in your family that introduced you to music?
No, like I said, music was always around me. Not just hip hop. I mean, blues, jazz. I was just a very drawn to music as a child.
Okay.
But it was always some type of music going on. My father's a musician.
Oh, word.
So it was always some type of music going on. I got into writing because it was therapeutic for me. I didn't know what was going to come of it until it actually happened.
Oh, but was it poetry first, or was it actually rap?
It was poetry.
Okay.
And then it later moved on to rap.
All right, so was it like, what was the poetry about? Good times, sad times, like, or was it a mix of things?
It was a mix of things. And like I said, it was a way where if you're a child and you might be going through things and you don't feel comfortable with talking to someone, it's a way to express your emotions and put them down on paper. So it was a very therapeutic thing.
Okay, but is that for that? Obviously, that was for self, like, because you didn't want to tell your problem, so you'll put it on wax.
Yeah, for
like, you
self.
understand what I'm saying?
For
So,
self.
when did you decide to one day like let other people hear this shit though? Because some people afraid to show they skills or whatever. So, tell us about the time when you like, you know what, I'm gonna get the courage and let somebody hear my shit.
Well, growing up, I'm seeing influences like MC Lyte was one of my favorites.
Shout out to MC Lyte, yeah.
You know, Queen Latifah. Just a host of females that were strong. They were saying what they had to say at the time, and they were advocating for women empowerment. And then when I discovered that I could flow, I'm like, I could definitely do this. And so in my earlier years, it was something where I would, before they had battle leagues and all that, I would just rap and battle for money.
Oh, word?
And it was a way
in
to
Queens?
make money in Queens.
All right.
So, yeah, it's something that I just grew up doing, and I knew that this was my calling. Like, I didn't really have to really figure out, as you know, children, they say, oh, what do you want to do? You want to be a lawyer? You want to be a doctor? I knew that this is what I want to do.
So you didn't care about when nobody thought about it though, because I didn't hear you mention like, you know what, I let such and such hear it, and I got their approval. You just was doing it because it was therapeutic. You really didn't care if nobody liked it or not, because you just trying to get what was inside of you out, like pretty much.
Right.
All right, so let's talk about how did you step into the battling thing though? Like, I mean, I understand it's for money. Let's take away the money part, but like you said, music, how you saying you passionate about it, was a part of your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when did you decide, you know what, let me get into this battling thing? Was it to pretty much get recognition, or just to hone your skills? Like, yeah, you know what, I got it.
Just to develop my skills. I used to do things that I don't know if a lot of rappers or lyricists do, but I would study vocabulary words. I would do all of that.
I don't think a lot of people do that though.
Yeah, but I would, because I knew that this is what I really wanted to do, and I wanted to do it to the degree where I was the best at it. So I know that takes a lot of detail. That takes a lot of learning of words and English, and I wanted to be the best at it. I wanted to know what the metaphors were and things of that nature. So yeah, I took it seriously, and I put everything into it, and with my emotions, and then I just became who I am, Shea Barz.
So what about the support though? Like, was you getting support from like your inner circle? Because it starts from there first. Like, you get the support from your inner circle. If you feel you're not getting support from your inner circle, it kind of discourages you a little bit.
For some, everybody is not going to support you. I was always a strong-headed individual, even when I was young.
Okay.
You know, I was very aware of everything around me, aware of people, aware of motives, even if I didn't say it out loud, because, you know, maybe you got to stay in the child's place, or you're younger.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You will be very aware of with the intentions of people. So when I knew that this is what I wanted to do, it didn't matter what anybody said to me, because I wasn't going to let nobody stop me.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. But how did you realize, like, with path you wanted to go? You know what I mean? Because you can even talk about twerking, you can talk about killing, selling drugs.
Yeah.
Like, what was that point you decided, like, you know what? Because you say you was, like, looking at words, vocabulary, stuff like that.
Right.
So when was that time, you know what? I don't want to talk about that shit. I want to talk about this.
Well, when I went through a lot of things growing up, and I'm saying to myself, I can't be the only one. My motive was to, more than anything, relate to people. And that's the kind of hip hop that I'm drawn to.
Okay.
Relatable hip hop, things of that nature. So it really wasn't about like being flashy or being cute or being anything that's superficial. It was about like getting the message across, and I had the message. So that's what it was for me. And
but you never thought it was like difficult to pretty much throw yourself out there, being that, you know, to be more popular, you got to talk about the negative, the type of things and stuff like that.
That's what some people say. You may have to talk about things, the negative, to be popular, but that wasn't my goal to be popular.
Oh, okay.
My goal was to be the best at what I did, wherever I was, on whatever platform or scale that I acquired to be. It wasn't about the superficial.
I got you.
Right.
All right, so you said your goal was to be the best in whatever you did, and you said like you just wanted to get the message out there. It wasn't about being popular or famous. You just wanted to get your message on something that you really was passionate about.
Right. That's exactly.
But did you get any like kickback from that?
Yeah, you're gonna get kickback because I'm a female. I got a lot of kickback because I'm a female. You know, I'm a very strong some would say aggressive.
Okay.
Lyricists, and you get a lot of kickback, but then there's a lot of people that do appreciate it as well. So, like I said, it wasn't about them. It was about me, my calling, God, my intention, and being the best.
That's what's up. So pretty much your music is about your life. It's safe to say.
My music is my life. It's
Like pretty much what you was going on, like going through, and you pretty much, it's people out there that's going through the same thing, but ain't nobody talking about it. So you felt like that was your lane to talk about it because you know it's people out there.
Yeah, it's plenty of people out there. They're going through real life experiences, and it's not the same for everybody. It's not what you see as you scroll through Instagram. It's not the fame and the popularity and everything is picture perfect. People are going through things every day in life. And if you can't reach out with your message to relate to something in that, then really what you really doing it for?
Now that's a fact. So have you had anybody reaching out to you and tell you like, listen, yo, that song or whatever you said helped me get through whatever I was going through?
I have a lot of people that
tell me, give me a testimony right now, like something you can think about.
I have. Okay, so I have a song called "The City Is Mine." It's about domestic violence. I've had young ladies reach out to me about that song. Gave them confidence to leave their situation. I have song about mental health. It's called Voices in My Head. I've had people reach out to me and was like, yo, I had a nervous breakdown. That song, everything you went through in that song, it really brought me back to life to where I needed to go. I have a song called Glory to God about what God has done for me in my life. Everybody loves that song, whether you're old, whether you're young, it's relatable because these are real life experiences that people are going through.
All right, so how far do you want to go though? Like, far as like, are you good with this releasing music, or you want to get paid for your music? Like, is this a career? Is this something that you just love doing? Because some people just love. Let me give an example. Like, love playing basketball. Right. Probably don't want to go to the NBA. They just love it.
Right.
Is that the situation for you?
I mean, the situation for me is, of course, I want to get paid for my music because I believe that I should get paid for my music. It's something that I invest in and I put a lot of time in.
That's a fact.
However it plays out, I'm still going to do music. I'm going to do music to the day that I die.
But why though?
Because it's my calling. It's my purpose. A lot of people walk through their whole lives and don't know what their purpose is, what they're supposed to be doing.
But how does somebody figure that out though? Like, because like I said, I understand it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But somebody that might be watching might not understand. Like, how did you find your purpose?
I found my purpose because I had a conversation with God.
Okay.
And he told me this is what you were meant to do. I've done a lot of things. I've had a lot of jobs. Nothing felt like I was being used in a positive way. So I feel useful when I do music because I know I'm connecting to people. People are connecting to me, and like I previously explained, I'm helping people out of their circumstances. So that's where I feel like I'm doing a service. So I know that's my purpose.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. To me, how would you do? I describe your sound. I don't look at you like as a per se like a positive type of person. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because people hear your music and how you explaining it, and they probably be like, "Yo, you don't never get that."
No, I don't get that because there's many layers to people, and there's a lot of layers to me. I can give it to you raw. I can give it to you gutter. I can give it to you in a biblical sense because these are all layers of me. I'm a work in progress. I'm not, I came out with the song Glory to God, and a lot of people think, well, you do Christian rap. No, I don't do Christian rap. I am a person that loves God. That's what I mean, exactly. Yeah. I am a person that loves God, and I expressed it in a song because at that particular time and that particular day, that was the conversation I had with God. But like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm finding my way through a lot of things. And I think that's what we're born to do. We're born to grow, and we are born to find ourselves through things, a lot of things. Everything is not going to be what people want it to be. Long as I know that I'm good with God, I'm okay with anything that I do.
No, that's a fact. All right, for the people that hear your message and they might feel the same way, like music is their purpose.
Right.
But the purpose costs money.
Yeah.
So what would you say? Yeah, what would you say to the things like that? Like when it comes to that role, like, damn, yo, either I eat or get this song mixed down.
It's not easy, but I know myself. I've made a lot of sacrifices.
So it's about sacrificing something that you believe in.
Everything is sacrificing, because if you don't believe in you, who's gonna believe in you? You gotta go the hardest for you before anyone pays attention to you or believes in you. And I believe in me, so that might not get paid.
Yeah. So, like, how do you consistently put out music though, being that it costs money? Like, do you got like a plan, or how do you plan your releases and stuff like that?
I think that a personal plan. Like, you sit down with your own finances and you see, okay, and you prioritize what's important and what you have to do.
Is that a bill? Because a bunch of artists came on here like, look, I treat my music like a bill. Yeah. I have to do something this week when I get paid. Yeah. Is that similar?
Yeah, you have to do something pertaining to that, because that's the goal. Even if you can't do everything that you want to do, even if you can't, like, per se, do the video that you want right now. I mean, I've had videos where I had to put a little bit to the side each week, you know what I mean, until I was able to do my video or able to do what it is that I needed to do as far as my music. So, like I said, it could be time consuming, but what's the rush? Like the whole journey, the whole experience, it gives you more to write about. Like, people need to stop rushing things. You don't have to rush it. Just enjoy the journey, and you pick up new things along the way.
Now, that's a fact. I tell artists that all the time. It's like, yo, if you're an indie artist, nobody knows you. So,
right.
No matter if you had that song for 6 months, a year, continue to push that shit. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I never heard it, it's new music to me. Right. Like, man, I agree too. What's the rush for? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Is your music fast food?
Right.
Or home cooked meal? Like, you know what I mean? Know the difference.
It takes time. It takes time. And I don't think that anything should be rushed. A lot of people want to rush. Not all people, but a lot of people would like to rush because they're you have to figure out why you in it, like why you do it. You know what I mean? If you're in it because you just want to be popular, then you might be a person to rush.
Yeah.
But if you know that this is something that's locked in you until the day you die, what you rushing for? It's still gonna be in you whenever you want to put it out.
Now that's a big fact. So, how do you like gain like new supporters and followers? You know what I mean? Are you going outside networking, or you just on social media? Like, how do you do
mean, I'm on social media. I do shows.
Okay.
I'm a little picky with the shows that I do.
How do you get shows though, for anybody that's wondering, that's an indie artist?
I mean, when people reach out to me,
okay, and
I check them out and see what it's about. I don't do every show because unfortunately we got a lot of money grabs out here.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? But I do shows, and I have a social media presence, and I put out my videos or anything. I could be speaking about the day, something motivational, and I believe my audience will find me. So I don't go out and try to just grab people. I want something that I say or something that I do.
All right, so other than music, what else are you doing other than music?
Well, I've done acting.
Okay.
I've acted in my first acting was Co-World web series.
Okay.
Directed by Brownie Baby. Shout out to her. And then I've done some acting in a movie, As the Smoke Clears, by Donna Davis. It's on Tubi. Both projects is on Tubi. And I just finished a series called Undeniable. It's soon to come out. It's in the editing phase right now, by Music for Life. And that's going to be dope. I play a main character. Music executive.
Okay.
And I have artists, and they navigate through situations. I help them navigate through personal situations and music situations. So That's going to be dope. That's releasing soon. I have my EP, Beautiful Prison, that I'm currently being creative working on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't rush the process, but it's coming out great. I'm building up songs and networking with people. I'm also going to drop a music video and a song called Beautiful Prison featuring Mika Femme.
Mm-hmm.
She's a dope soul, and I think it's going to be dope. So, I'm just working on things as they come along and how I feel the energy.
Let me ask you a question. So how did you get into the acting? Did somebody just reach out to you? That's something you always wanted to do?
It's something that I've always wanted to do.
So is it the same thing as music? Is therapeutic also?
Yes, I love acting.
If you had to choose one. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, music is always my thing, but
Okay.
I think it goes hand in hand. It's like a marriage. It's a relationship.
You got to choose one. That's how life is. Like you got to choose one. I choose it for you. I think music. I said music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you're in movies, if you ain't writing it, like you understand what I'm saying? At least with music, you can create and write what you want.
Control it.
Exactly. Unless you want to get in a director or producer bag,
Right.
that's different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's talk about the EP, like production, features. Like, how do you choose who you want to work with?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna have too many features on that particular EP. Only because it's personal.
Let's talk what you mean by that.
Beautiful Prison. So, Beautiful Prisons, and what that mean by Beautiful Prison is the memories you create with people are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You may have visited, a lot of places that may be beautiful. But unfortunately, things come to an end. And sometimes you can be trapped mentally in memories. And so that's why I named it Beautiful Prison, because I'm going to take you along this journey of a lot of beautiful memories, but you're also going to see how these things came to an end, and what makes my mental was trapped inside of me, and what some of the things that I'm trying to let go.
That's what's up.
So,
That's what's up. I can't wait to hear it. But like, far as like production, are they the same producers that you've been working with in the past, or?
No, it's a mix of different things because I want to go with a different sound. Like I said, it's not completed, so all the songs are not completed. But so far, I've had different production.
Okay, and why no features though?
Because I said it's personal.
This for this particular one though.
Yeah, this particular one.
But you have worked with other people before.
Oh yeah, I've worked with plenty of people before.
Like that, like the same type of people, or just like a one and done, like, or you consistently work. Like, say if you do a song with, let me shout out to my boy Vez.
Shout out to Vez.
Brung, yeah, like a person like that, like you'll continue to do features with a person like that.
Oh yeah,
like, okay.
It's all about the vibe for me.
Okay.
If we got a connection and the vibe is good, and I don't have to force it, we can make 20 billion songs.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me. It's all about the vibe. A lot of people get caught into, people hit me up for features and, how much you charge. And it's not about that. It's about the vibe. Because if I don't connect with you,
that's a fact.
We're not doing the song anyway.
No, that's a fact. So let's talk about the music industry. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you make the music to help people.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? I understand it's a music business, but I hear a lot of crazy stories. That's why I asked you, did you ever want to be signed or go to or stay independent? Like, you're not worried about all the stories that you heard, like, as far as, like, the demonic stuff that happened in the industry. You don't care as long as you get your music out. And they changing your thoughts and words.
I'm not worried about it because I don't live my life worrying about things. You can't. Life is too short to sit here and just worry about things. If it comes to me, then I know I'll handle it. But I'm not saying that I would never sign. I'm not saying that I only want to be independent.
I got you.
I mean, it has its advantages and disadvantages.
That's a fact.
Just like we talked about having money to do these things as an independent
That's
artist.
a fact, yeah.
That's one of the things you might not have to worry about so much. You know what I mean?
Got that bag behind you, yeah.
Yeah, advantages and disadvantages. You just have to pick what would feed your soul.
Yeah, that works better for you.
Right.
All right. So out of a million current artists, indie artists out right now, why should people support you?
People should support me because I'm authentic. What you see is what you get. There's no fluff with me. There's no commercials. There's no advertisements. I'm not trying to be anyone that I'm not. You can relate to me, and it's like having an open conversation. So that's why I think that people should be. And if I'm not for you, that's all right too. Because, like I said, I believe my audience will find me.
Yeah, that's a fact. All right, before we get up out of here, just let them know, once again, not to sound like a broken record, like your projects you got coming out, where they can follow you at and support you at.
Okay, so Beautiful Prison EP will be coming out soon. You can follow me at The Real Shea Barz, TherealSheaBarz. That's on the IG. And I'm on all digital platforms. Just look for me and I'll be there.
Once again, I want to thank my special guest for pulling up, you know what I mean, introducing herself and let you know she's not a rapper, a lyricist. There's a big difference, you know what I mean?
Big difference.
Make sure, you know what I mean, you like, subscribe, comment, and don't miss out on this episode. Hello?